It's a new game week, and that means it's time for a new edition of Press Pass, brought to you by our friends at Robbins Motor Company, and we're coming at you from the WTC Gig-Powered Studios here in downtown Manhattan. From GoPowerCat.com, I'm Riley Gates, and Kansas State comes into this weekend's matchup with Texas Tech, needing to get back to running the ball effectively. The Wildcats had been a terrific team when it came to pounding the rock on the ground, but over the last 2 weeks, K-State has not been able to get the running game going. James Gilbert has been battling injuries, as well as Jordan Brown. Overall, K-State's offense struggles without that run, and even though Texas Tech's pass defense is among the worst in the Big 12, sitting at number 10 at over 300 yards a game, Chris Klieman knows they're going to want to still establish that running game, as it's going to be crucial in order to get a win this Saturday in Lubbock.
We need to still stay within what we do, because I just don't think we're a team that's going to get in four wides and throw it 45, 50 times. We don't want to do that. In the same respect as we watched the TCU game unfold, TCU had a lot of success with quarterback scramble. I mean, they blitzed the heck out of TCU, Texas Tech did, and the quarterback beat them with his feet. And so Skyler's going to have to be able to avoid some rush as well, simply because if we want to get into a throwing game, it's going to be a pressure game. We saw that in the last couple weeks that they've played. So we still need to establish the run so that we can't get into a nothing but throw and they can lay their ears back, or if we can't run the football early and we're in a bunch of third and longs, they're going to pressure us, and that's something that we want to be able to run the football on a 3rd and 4, on a 3rd and 5. We've shown the ability to do that with the quarterback run or with our jet series, but when you're 3rd and 9 and 10, defenses aren't as worried about it.
Just execution. I mean, at the end of the day, it always comes down to that and consistency. And, some of the different pressures they'd bring, and it wasn't always just the pressures that cause us issues, Be one person here, one person there, just that lack of consistency and execution.
Just as confident as we were at the beginning. We're never going to get shaken just by not being able to run it or having some issues. It's consistently going to be a staple for us and something we need to execute each game.
Texas Tech's defense might struggle, but one thing that does not struggle is the Red Raider offense, led by quarterback Jet Duffy, who is perhaps one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the Big 12. The Wildcats know they're going to have their hands full, as they have multiple times this year with dual-threat quarterbacks in Big 12 play. K-State feels prepared based on those past experiences. However, the challenge of containing Duffy is not going to be an easy one this weekend.
They're going to go as fast as they can and try to get 100 plays. And if they get a first down, the chains are never going to be set and the ball's going to be snapped, and it is a Chinese fire drill. It is as fast as you can go, much faster than anybody we've played this year. So for us to replicate that in practice, for starters, is difficult. We'll do the best job we can, but that's the number one thing. Defensively, they've got some really good players, and they're a 3 down. They're going to pressure us, all those things that you see every week. But this week is just the tempo of how fast they're going to go.
Jet, he's gotten so much better. He's improved over the year since he's been playing down there at Tech. But we're excited for it. A scrambling quarterback is not good for our defense, but that's another challenge that we can stop it now. We have another chance that we can show that we can stop the scramble.
I mean, he's definitely a very special guy with what he can do on his feet. I think Oklahoma State's quarterback was really mobile, and of course Jalen Hurts too, and with OU. So I think that we've seen some good mobile quarterbacks, and so that's good to be able to have practice against them, at this point in the season, to be able to go into Texas Tech with some experience with that. But again, he's a special player, and so he'll find a way to make plays, and we just got to be able to manage the game.
Back-to-back losses to Texas and West Virginia have the Wildcats reeling a little bit after racing out to a 6-2 start and reaching number 16 in the college football playoff rankings. However, the Wildcats have been here before. Earlier in the season, they went through a similar 2-game stretch where they were losing back-to-back games, and that makes them feel confident coming into this weekend's game. They know what it takes to get out of a 2-game slump, and K-State feels like it has the right mindset heading down to Lubbock this weekend.
We're trying to handle it the same way we did then. We lost 2 games going to 3-2, and everybody was panicking, and that's when Coach really stay the course, stay and be true to what he's preaching. That's the biggest thing right now. It's hard at the end of the season when you got guys who are injured or banged up, or you have a couple, it's week 11, 12, 13, I mean, it's 10, 11, 12 week, so it's hard to keep guys going in the right direction, but that's something that us leaders got to do this week the most, is like keep guys attacking on a daily basis. I think that'll help with our physicality on Saturday too.
It really comes down to getting back to practice and getting back to work. Execution's just a big thing for us, and it starts with practice each day. And Coach Kleiman does a great job of having us, how he says, attack the process, attack each day, win each day. I think that's just what we need to get back to, and focusing on each day.
It's a 6 p.m. kick on Saturday in Lubbock, Texas, between the Kansas State Wildcats and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Stay locked in at GoPowerCat.com all throughout the week, as we'll have coverage leading right up to this game and live from Lubbock.